Hi, this is Richard Hayzler, proud principal of Pequannock Valley Middle School in Pompton Plains, New Jersey. We're part of the Pequannock Township School District. And welcome to this week's edition of Learning Sparks, where we learn and grow together, talking about instructional strategies and student learning techniques that enhance the success of the students and staff in your school. And today, I'd like to spend some time talking about student engagement, because it's a really critical component to student learning in the classroom. And I'd like to begin with a question. If students didn't need to take your class, would you be teaching to an empty room like this one? It's a question that Dave Burgess asks in his book, Teach Like a Pirate, where he provides a plethora of learning opportunities on how to increase student engagement in your classrooms. I strongly suggest that you read his book. In fact, we're doing it as a book study with the teachers here at PV School this year. When I think of student engagement, I think of multiple ways that we can get students active in their learning and excited about what's happening in classrooms today. But I've chosen 5 that I'd like to share with you in terms of how we can improve student engagement in our classrooms. The first one, it actually comes from Dave Burgess as a suggestion, and it talks about incorporating masterful presentations in the classroom. Whether it's by the teacher or the student, we want to provide opportunities where we as teachers are able to demonstrate our passion, our enthusiasm, our creativity, and the rapport that we've established with our students. When students see that we're excited about what we're learning and what we're doing today in the classroom, then they're going to be excited about it. And so it's important that whenever you're planning a lesson, what is that presentation? How are you going to be getting the material across to the students? Second thing is choice. I think when we incorporate choice into the classroom and allow students to have a voice in how they demonstrate their mastery, it can go a long way to keeping students engaged in their learning. Letting students choose how they'd like to be assessed, letting students have the opportunity to choose from a variety of topics based on a content that they can demonstrate mastery in, incorporating Genius Hour into the classroom can be a great way to increase choice and engage students in learning. Something that sometimes gets overlooked in instruction are the transitions that happen in a classroom. So when you look at the third thing that I would talk about when you talk about engagement, what type of transitions do you have? How many transitions are there? How many activities do you have? Do you have one activity that you have for a 60-minute time period? Are students then not engaged or you tend to lose them? You have to really think about when you plan lessons, what are you doing during your transitions? And that can even start by taking attendance. Do you have students working when you take attendance, or are they watching you take attendance? That can go a long way in getting kids interested in what's going to happen in a lesson. The fourth thing that I'd like to mention when it talks about student engagement are hooks. How are you drawing students into the learning process? Is it coming from you, or is it something that they're responsible for? Because when you think about hooks, hooks can be anything from kinesthetic movement, arts and music, to an essential question where the students are collaborating with each other. How are you drawing them in? That can get back to incorporating student choice as well. If you read Dave's book, he gives you many ways that you can hook students in. And so I encourage my teachers all the time to think about how you're going to engage students right out of the gate so that they're running into your classroom excited about what's going to happen. And that hook could come at the end of the lesson to give them something to think about for the next day. Get students thinking about what's going to happen in your classroom every day. There's nothing more exciting and engaging than that. Then the last thing is, have fun. As a teacher, you want to show the students that it's okay to have fun learning. It shouldn't be a struggle all the time. Yes, there's going to be some difficult things that happen, but as a teacher, have fun. You have the students for 180 days, and you have the opportunity to make a positive impact in their life. Have fun with them, engage with them, and they will engage back with you. Because when you think about all the lessons that you create, do you have lessons that you would sell tickets for, where you would have students lined up at the door that may not even be yours because they want to see what's happening in the classroom? That's where learning can really spark and really take off so that you have the classroom where every child wants to be. I think that's pretty awesome. Let's see if we can make that happen in our schools today. My name is Rich Hayzler. You can follow me on Twitter at Rich Hayzler. Thanks again for joining us for Learning Sparks, where we learn and grow together, always doing what's best for kids. Have a great day.